A very good afternoon to you and welcome to your lunchtime news. I'm Katrina Chang. Let's start off with a look at your headlines. 5 persons murdered in Anuradhapura. K.H. Nandasena takes oath as the Minister of Education of the North Central Province. And on the international desk, Syrian government tries its best to provide humanitarian aid to civilians amid the ongoing crisis. Now taking a look at those stories in detail. In a tragic news, 5 persons were found murdered in the Vihara-Millakulame area in Anuradhapura today. According to the police, the bodies were found with stab wounds.
5 persons were reported murdered in the Vihara-Millakulame area in Anuradhapura. I am opposite the house where the murders are said to have occurred. The police are conducting further investigations into the incident.
As the occupants of the house were not to be seen, a neighbor who had made inquiries discovered the bodies inside the house. I went with my husband to see what had happened. I called out to her but no one responded. I wanted to go in but my husband told me not to. Later my husband showed me the body. The police say that the bodies were discovered at 7 a.m. today and that 3 women were among the dead. The murdered were the mother, son and daughter of the same family and 2 of their relatives. An individual who was assaulted is currently receiving treatment at the Anuradhapura Teaching Hospital. Police media spokesperson SSP Ajit Rohana says that the fatal bus accident which occurred near the 9th mile post area on the Punagala-Bandaravilla road was caused due to the negligence of the driver. The death toll from the bus accident has increased to 10 while 18 have been injured. The accident occurred at around 6:50 last evening in the Marpite area on the Bandaravilla-Punagala road. According to the police, the SLTB bus plying from Bandaravilla to Punagala had veered off the road and fallen into a 350-foot precipice. 5 women were among the 10 individuals who lost their lives in the accident. The police say that 8 bodies are currently lying at the Bandaravilla Hospital morgue, while 2 bodies have been placed at the Diyatalava Hospital morgue. 11 injured persons are receiving treatment at the Diyatalava Hospital, while 7 are receiving treatment at the Badula hospitals. The driver and the conductor of the bus, who were also injured in the accident, have been hospitalized. According to a spokesperson at the Badula hospital, an individual who sustained injuries in the accident is receiving treatment at the intensive care unit. Police noted that the post-mortem examinations on the deceased persons will be conducted today. Meanwhile, 2 persons were killed when a motorbike collided with a train at an unguarded level crossing in Hampson town in the Vanavasala area, which belongs to the Paliagoda Police Division.
The police have recorded the time of the accident as 9:20 last evening. A train plying from Colombo to Trincomalee had collided with the motorbike.
We asked the driver and the guard what happened. They said the train had knocked a motorbike. We came running when we saw the motorbike being thrown away by the impact. The 2 people on the bike were still alive.
According to the police, 1 person had died on the spot while the other died upon admission to the National Hospital.
Several vehicles travel on this route due to congestion. Trains operate every 5 minutes on this track. Therefore, rail gates are necessary for this level crossing. If not, there will be more harm to lives.
One of the deceased has been identified as Pradeep Rasanga Samaravikrama, a 29-year-old resident of Vanavasala area in Kalaniya. He was travelling with a friend when they were knocked down by a train. This is all I know. They went everywhere together. The police say that the bodies of the 2 deceased individuals have been placed at the National Hospital morgue.
On other accident stories, an army officer died after an army cab met with an accident in the Kanagarayan Kulan. The police say that another 4 officers were injured in the incident. The incident had taken place at around 5 this morning. The cab, which was travelling from Jaffna to Vavuniya, had met with this tragedy at the 219th mile post in Kanagarayan, Kulan. The body of the army officer has been placed at the Mankulam hospital, while the injured have been admitted to the Vavuniya hospital. Three persons were seriously injured in a motor accident in the Meghapite area on the Monaragala-Dambagala-Marirava road this morning.
The accident occurred when two motorbikes had collided with each other at around 7 this morning. The injured were rushed to the Dambagala Rural Hospital and were later transferred to the Monaragala District Hospital. Our correspondent says a person who was in critical condition was transferred to the Badulla General Hospital. The Dambagala police are carrying out further investigation.
Meanwhile, you reporter Pranit Nuranga filed this report on a motor accident which took place in Anuradhapura.
A lorry crashed onto an electricity post outside the old bus station in Anuradhapura early this morning. The driver, who sustained injuries from the incident, was admitted to.
A leopard died after being knocked down by a tipper in the 4th milepost area on the Bibila Mahiyangania road.
Our correspondent says the accident took place at around 8 this morning and the leopard had died on the spot. Our correspondent also says that the police were immediately informed about the incident and that wildlife officers arrived at the scene and took away the carcass.
Meanwhile, K.H. Nandasena took oaths as the Minister of Education, Culture and Information Technology of the North Central Province this morning. Nandasena took oaths before the Governor of the North Central Province, Karuna Ratna Dulgane. Peshala Jarratna, who previously held this position, was appointed as the Minister of Cooperatives and Rural Development in the North Central Province. A shop owner died in a fire that erupted in a store located in the Dodamtale area in Mavanalla. Police say that the fire erupted early this morning. The shop owner was a 78-year-old resident of the Dodamtale area. The cause of the fire is yet unknown. The police have commenced investigations into the incident. An individual died after being struck by lightning in the Veeragala area in Padukka. Our correspondent said the incident had taken place at around 6 last evening.
This incident had taken place when the individual was returning with his buffalo. The individual had been identified as a 52-year-old resident of the Veeragala area in Padukka. The post-mortem examination was held this morning.
Well, that's a wrap for this edition of Lunchtime News. It was a pleasure having you with us. For the Newsfirst team, I'm Katrina Chang. Have a pleasant day ahead.